And like we all know, they said bad news goes faster than the good ones. It runs. If you see the way the bad news they run, even you sometimes you will think, this bad news maybe it's true. Hello everyone there. I salute you very well. If you've not come across my videos before, any of my videos, and you just did that today, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm just your girl HOB. What do I really do? I just go all around. I go like, you know what they call jagra jagra. I go here, I go here, go here, go here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That is it. So you see, what I'm really thinking, or rather what I should talk about today, is just the feeling of getting good news and bad news, how some people react to good news and bad news. First, people come to you. I don't know, me. I pray, I must say this before everybody, I don't like bad news. That's the fact. But some people really do enjoy bad news. They like, you know, what they call, I don't know, olofofo, or they just want to spread the bad news. Even the bad news that is not true, they want to spread it quick. It's always good to investigate, or rather I would say it's always good to find out things to the root to know if it's the true stories. Sometimes in my own case, I hear stories, I don't just pass it out like that quickly. I wait, I check if it's what I can check on the internet, you know, this usual normal gossip. I put it, I check it, you know, through other sources too, I just check. And if it's true, I just wait for some time. I don't go around like, because that is not it most times, especially very bad news. It's not easy for some people to accept bad news. So even you that is running to the people's door or running to other people to want to break bad news, the way people react to it when they receive the bad news is not what you can imagine. So my dear, I always run away from bad news. But the fact is that there's always bad news and there's always good news. So what I really want to talk about today, I want to talk about how people react to both good news and bad news. If you come to me and you ask me, which do I start with first? Some people tell you, oh, start with bad news. I better start with bad. Let me just know and know it's over. But some will tell you, oh, start with the good news. Start with the good news. In life, there is always bad and good news. Even if you don't agree with me, but that's what I believe. Because if the news is not directly for you, it might be directly for another person or somebody you have known or neighbor or friends or just anybody. So there's always good news and there's always bad news. But let us pray, or rather let us ask God to give us the grace to be able to assimilate both. If we hear good news, we'll be able to rejoice over the good news that we've heard. And if we hear bad news too, we should be able to arrange ourselves. We should be able to, what word should I use? We should be able to organize ourselves. We should be able to carry ourselves in a way that when you hear such thing, you don't just like go from there. Like what I mean go from there is like injuring yourself or responding to it in a very bad manner. There was a lady actually. While I'm saying this, I'm going to refer to something that just happened, and I felt so touched. There was a lady, she had just one child. Hey, don't go there. It's not the child for now. She has only one child, and she lost her husband years back, long time ago. She was struggling with this child, and the child became big, a big man, had his own wife, had his own children too. Then unexpectedly, something happened to one of the man's children. That's, let's say, our own grandchild now, our own grandchild, because she had about 4 grandchildren, and something happened to one of the grandchildren. Somebody heard that was close to the son and decided to pass on this message to the woman. You know, after, you know, going to the son for condolence and all that, because they lost the child was keeping it from the mom because he knows the best way to break the news to his own mother. But trust people, what you did not send them to do, that is what they do. Some people are just They are not meticulous in doing things. They just want to do those things you didn't send them, or they just want to prove that they love the person. This woman went to this grandmama's house. I will use grandmama so we could all just get the gist. Ran there, and when she got there, she met the grandmama was even not feeling well. In such case, what do? You just keep quiet or go with your gist, go back with your story. Another day, they will hear the whole truth. They will know what really happened. And she saw the grandmama was struggling there. Why, after gisting, you know, they are good friends anyway. After gisting, hey, how about your son that lost the child? Hey, honestly, it wasn't funny. They had to call people. They had to bring ambulance. They had, you know, and like that. But eventually, the mama did not die. Thank God for that. But it's been so tough, you know, for the mama herself, because she's not been so strong. And to bring her out from that problem that she has found herself because of... Take it easy. They're not going to pay anybody for jumping to relate any bad news. Or some people are just like, I don't know what to say. They just sit there waiting for bad news. And once the bad news comes, you see they roll like... running so fast to deliver the bad news. Then, but when there are good news, when there are good things happening to people, maybe somebody's name is in the internet for good thing, or people are just, you know, praising the person for something good, you barely hear such news from even very close associates. They just keep quiet and they say it casually like nothing has happened to the person. Only very few will go out there, rejoice with the person, and boast with it. Did you not see my friend? My friend won the lotto. This good thing happened to my friend. My friend turned up. Few. Those are what we call. Those are the people we call friends. Those are the people we call neighbors. Those are the people because they rejoice with you when it's good, and when there's an issue, they also know how to come along and bear some of your pains and console you. So I'll tell you today, if you've listened to me, it's just that we cannot stop listening to both good and bad news. But when we want to pass it on, messages, when we want to relate the message, especially the bad ones, let us take it easy. Let's be sure that the news we are relating, one, is true. We have all facts gathered about that news. And if we really want to pass it out, if we really want to share it, we should be very, very meticulous in the way we share all this news, because you can't tell. And if it is the good one too, I will also advise the same thing. Rejoice with your friends when good things come their ways. And if you want to blast it and share, you can share the way you also like, but also be careful to be sure that it is the right news that you are sharing. That is all I have to say today. I heard this thing about this mama and her son and her friend who is very good in passing message, like, and passed it so fast in the wrong manner. So let us all learn how to pass news in the right manner. Some people will ask, what is the right manner? The right manner is just calm down, chill out. You know how to chill, just take it easy. News is never running. News will always be there. So if I've made impact in anybody's life today through this message, I really do appreciate, and I thank you for listening. I thank you for your time, and I thank you for everything. It's me, your girl, HOB. And I tell you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and watch my videos and be my friend. Always know that I like you, you like me. We are best friends like we do. That's my own version. I've sung my own way. Thank you for being my friend. See you. Ciao.